Alright, good morning everybody, again. I gotta pull her out of the corner. Come on. Come on. Going right back in. Hey, come on, let's go. Pull her right back out. So we just got done, or they just got done eating. So now they're getting water and peeing and pooping and chilling. Go. So this is Lucy. She's very clingy, but she's also nervous. So those go hand in hand. So if she gets too close, I'm going to back her off. We're watching Socialization. We got Carly over there sniffing. Hey! Kahlua. So it's too intense. I break that off. Hey, go. Same thing for Augie. Very clingy. So we got the new one who's nervous. Hey, stop. So Augie was sniffing Lily, and Lily was kind of backing off. So then I touched Augie's foot. Hey, to get him to stop doing that. Just controlling all these little tiny things. Did he just wink at me? You see that? Controlling all these little tiny things. I'm not sure why I did that, but controlling all these little things. So I gotta get up. Hey! There we go. See, she's heading to the corner. So that's why I'm stopping right there. See? It's like a little shark going to find her. Hey! See, even though she's nervous, she still can't chew on the plants. And she wasn't chewing on it, but she was smelling it. And smelling leads to licking, and licking leads to chewing. Or peeing, marking, all that kind of stuff. So if it's exploratory, we're good. Hey! If it's what Red Bull is doing right now, that's bad. So it's almost in the corner, but not quite. Lily, come on! I'm okay with that. Again, I just wanted to relax. I wanted to calm down. Hey! So Red Bull's over here trying to play with Zoe. Ricky! Ricky's over there getting a suntan in the corner. Oh, there he is. Hey! So I got a dog barking. That was Bella's reaction with her ears forward. Then I said, hey. Now her ears are back. She's focused on me. So all I'm doing, see the Carly right now? Hey! No. No. See how she keeps going back? So then, at that point, I stand up. So then she comes over here, and then I go ahead and look away or do something else. Now I'm going to keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't start going back into that mind frame of paying too much attention to that barking dog. So here we go. Okay, that was Red Bull. He's pretty stiff. So, Lucy's almost in my bubble. If she gets any closer, then I'm going to back her off. Augie's good. Hey, relax. So I don't want her head to come on my hand or my leg or for her to lean into me. I want her to be comfortable by herself. See, we have Lily over there who's just kind of watching all this stuff go on. So now Red Bull and Blue are about to start playing. Look how stoic Kahlua looks. Kahlua! What are you looking at? You know, Wedo. With this ice knot. Oy. Always picking ice knot for me, guys. Go. So anyway, everybody's just kind of chilling. Again, the twins are going home tonight. We got Blue and Avon. So they'll be leaving late tonight or early tomorrow. So then I think we'll be down to 12 dogs. Hey, we were at 16 yesterday, but 2 went home. Addie, that little short one, And that black and white one's name was Cool. And he told me last night, I told him, I was like, I apologize, I have no idea what your dog's name is. And then he told me, and I forgot it. But it was a cool name. It was like Knockout or something. You know, I forget what his name was. But that was a neat dog, you know. See, at home he gets a little too excited, and that excitement turns into anxiety, and then he starts. I guess he destroyed the door and the window frame and all that stuff. But he spent like a week and a half here, and he did really well. Him and Addie both did really well here, except the last day, Addie tried to go for one of the little dogs here, and Sambuca just like looks at him. Go. Sambuca just looks at him like, "Are you kidding me?" And then I corrected Addie, and then she was fine with it. She was reactive to the approach or the initial sight of a dog. So if there's 15 dogs in there, she's fine. And then one dog walks in, she's sitting there staring at it like, what are you doing here? So again, that's just a habit from being either dominant or nervous and trying to control the situation herself. And with leadership, we don't allow the dogs to control a situation. We control it, and then we just kind of enjoy the dogs in the situation. Is the way that I like to think about it. Huh, Cardi? We got Lucy here. Lucy's the sweetest dog on the planet. Nervous and clingy. So right now she's leaning into me, but she wasn't, and then I petted her. Go. So I'm petting her, so Colden comes in. So now I got to ask for space for Colden while I pet Lucy. Now that I'm done petting Lucy, hey, go. Go. Now I need to back her up. So I don't want her to go. I don't want her to stay clingy to me. I don't want her to stay in my space. So that was an interesting thing, because Bella comes up, right? So Bella's she's kind of a nervous dog as well. Most of them are, because what happens, I think, a lot of times is people will try to control the dogs in a way that they might control like kids, and that's just not effective long term, especially with the dog that maybe has problems. So some people might rescue a dog who previously got into fights or whatever, and then they don't like a behavior, then they don't address it calmly. Hey. And so there's a little bit of weirdness here going on with their sniffing. So then people will address that situation the way that they... Hey! Got Carly over there. That's where I used to keep the food. Now I keep it in the room over there. But see, what I was looking at was the way that Red Bull is staring over there. So the Red Bull's picking up on something. And now she's using her nose, not her eyes. A minute ago, she was using her eyes. Sorry. Anyway, I'm all OCD. I can't focus on anything. Crap. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, as far as people trying to control the dogs and kind of treating them like people, they'll use like the semi-stern voice and all this kind of stuff. And you know, if people just control the situation, I love that. There's a slight breeze coming in, and he's picking all that up. Ah, that's my boy right there at Sambuca. And look at it. Bam, 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 bam. Look at the breeze. That's so cool. This is a cool part, that you could have dogs. You know, you could have basically live with Mother Nature. You know, I think it's super cool, because sometimes we just kind of forget and think it's, you know, goofy old Bobo or whatever. But when we stop and think, you know, they have wherever they came from, and, you know, they have all their instincts and stuff intact, even though, you know, we give them a sweater and feed them, you know, twice a day on point and everything. They still have this animalistic kind of tendency, and it like right there, it's a cool moment, in my opinion, you know. So. And then we have, who do we have? We have Red Bull. Go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull Homegirl out of this area. So nervous dogs might, hey, come on. might go to the same spot, and she was sitting there, but she might as well have just been in a crate, you know, because that was her spot. She's not moving anywhere. So I don't mind that a little bit once in a while, you know, just kind of hanging out, observing. But at some point I want, so we have the big old trucks going by right now. Go. So again, the truck goes by, Carly's sitting at the fence. Like her nose was literally in between this. So she can't get any more tense than that. So I do have to control that. So that way I don't have to, cause right there. Hey, go. So what will happen is anytime the truck goes by, if I don't stop that, that's going to amplify into worse and worse misbehavior. Like right there, it didn't seem like it was so bad, but what she was doing is she's challenging the boundary. She's focusing. There may have been some prey job because of movement and all that kind of stuff. So if I don't do anything about that, saying, oh, she's not fighting, she's not jumping over the fence, she's not destroying something, so I'm going to let that go, then she mentally can become, you know, she can intensify. Okay, now we're watching Blue here, pace. So we got to be aware of all this stuff. So I'm going to stop that pacing. Hey! So that way, again, it doesn't amplify into worse behavior. So we might not see that as any problem. So that was a quick sniff. That was a great socializing? A great way to socialize. It was a quick sniff and then she moved on. That's what we're looking for. Hey! Alright, Carly and Ricky over in the corner. Alright, so now we have this one, Lily back in the corner. Alright, so now we have a truck coming back by. But Carly's way over there, so we're gonna go ahead and go. Go. Go, go. Come on. I'll do this over and over and over, and what will happen is she'll stop going into the corner, and she'll, instead of being stationary in the corner, she'll be stationary out here. And the difference being is now she's inside the pack, whereas in the corner she's outside the pack. See? When you bring her out amongst the dogs, it welcomes, hey! That kind of behavior where she becomes curious and exploratory to other dogs. Hey! So even though she's nervous, I'm still going to tell her no if she becomes too intense. So that sniff went on 1 second and 2 seconds and 3 seconds and she wasn't moving. So I'm going to go ahead and protect Avon's space. See the way Avon's just staring at me saying, you got this? You got this? So now we got a couple of sniffs going on there. Zoe. Easy. So now she's back sniffing, but she stopped, so I don't have to correct that. Go. Again, looking back, there's not even a truck there now, but because there was a truck there and she's almost scouting, and her scouting was validated by a truck passing by. So then she can get in the scouting state, even though nothing is going on. Her mind is spinning intensity. Do I hear something? Do I hear something? Is something there? Do I smell something? Is something over there? And she can kind of get wound up mentally, and then it'll be hard for her to get calm physically because her mind is wound up, right? Sometimes we go to bed, but our mind is all wound up, so we can't go to sleep. The same kind of thing. Hey! Relax. So we got back in the corner. Go. Go. So I'm going to ask her to go. Go. Go, 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 go. Alright, so what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to guide her without touching her and without using the leash. Because eventually, after a couple days, we don't want the leash to have to be here. But you see, she's in no way, shape, or form even thinking about jumping the wall. She's thinking about the corner. So once I back off the corner, hey, go. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of not letting her get back into this area here. So I didn't let her get back in that area, remember, on the last video. So she's learning. Peace!